given our work on ISS and how the human interacts with all the various engineering systems, we've learned a lot about how to get upfront and build requirements documents that help new designers and new vehicle designers how to consider the human being and help them do an upfront design that accommodates the human rather than having to redesign down the road or put the human at risk because of a design that's insufficient. One of the issues with the visual impairment intracranial pressure project is we think carbon dioxide may play a significant role in modulating the outcome because of how it affects blood flow in your brain. At this point, the station runs at a level of about 4 millimeters of mercury, which is considered acceptable from a lot of different agency standpoints, like OSHA and what NIOSH protects for. But most of those agencies and those limits are set for someone who's exposed to something 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, not 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So our understanding of the application of some of the exposures that are considered acceptable and normal on Earth aren't so acceptable when you put them in a 24/7 paradigm. We've learned a lot about how to communicate with the engineering community about the human and how to accommodate the needs and not stress them from all fronts. Oftentimes, each designer thinks of the margin they need and that it would only cost the human a small number, a small percent. We require 2.5 liters of water per person per day. Given how heavy water is, oftentimes they only want to accommodate some number less than that, say 2.25. Well, from a water standpoint, that doesn't seem like much. But then ECLS wants to tax us and have the CO2 run at some number higher than 4 millimeters of mercury. And the thermal guys want the temperature to be a little higher. So when all of those stresses get put on the human, and that's what we're integrating, it becomes unacceptable. So it's not about what any one system is doing. It's about how the whole vehicle is interacting with the human who has to accommodate all these challenges on a daily basis. I think if you're a program manager for a human spaceflight program, you do have to put the human front and center. They're not the system that should have to give under all of the constraints. The food, water, oxygen, habitability, privacy requirements all move forward to accomplish a very successful mission. And when you're talking about exploration, 36 months, billions of miles away from our planet, I think you want to put the human in the best possible position to be successful and reduce the stresses that you can control, because there's a lot that we're not going to be able to control that they'll be challenged with.